Welcome back to Wildsunne Art Studio. My name is Robinsunne, and yay! We have my darling daughter to help us enjoy art to the very fullest it can be enjoyed.
Indeed.
So, we spent some wonderful, wonderful time the other day making, and you know what? Let me kind of show you what we did. Now, we did this on a 10 by 13 envelope, and this is a 6 by 9, so this is way smaller, but it will also fit into the the what you can see, so that makes it better. So what I'm doing is opening up two of the sides of this envelope. Pay attention, dear. And so what we did was, now imagine that this is a 10 by 13, so it's 20 by 13 when you open up one of the big envelopes. And we measured out what would be, actually, how big are these? This is about 5 inches by 8.5. What's yours? I think yours is a little wider than mine.
It's a little bigger because I decided to make it like kind of.
Yeah, almost 5 3/4 by
8
3/4. So I was kind of thinking about a 9-inch. But if you can imagine this great big huge 20 by 13 piece of paper. So what we did was we folded up, we made up whatever size we were going to do and folded up. And then both of us ended up doing sort of a folio thing where we folded into the middle and into the middle. Oops, it's being weird because there's the center of the back right there. It's not folding very well. Just fold that right there and then fold it close, kind of like that. And
yeah. We also did a lot of cutting and
yeah, and then so like right here was a flap, so sometimes we'd make this into a pocket and then mat the papers so they came down. Anyway, it's all very technical. Not really, but we can figure that out later. But anyway, let's see what Xara did on hers. This was so much fun. We sat together one evening in the living room and we just made an incredible mess on the floor.
Oh yes, right before we had guests coming too, so that was great.
Right. Had to sweep all over again.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So should I just like open it and talk through themes? Like how do you?
Yeah, how did I know that we both chose kind of a color set. Yeah. So what were your thoughts about the colors you chose?
So I wanted really bright, primary, contrasting colors. So like blue and yellow, even though they're not like complementary colors, they're close enough. So, and I also wanted everything to be very like bright and different in tone. So like the back is yellow, blue, and red, which are like the primary colors with mixing paints. And then green, because green's a primary color with light, all different kinds of technical stuff. So there are lots of pockets, and you first open. So this is like the spine of the book, where, like, say if you wanted to put pages, they would go.
Oh yeah, that'd be a cool idea.
And then you open it even farther. So like first,
watch what's in and out of frame.
There is this pocket here where you can put something. It's like not completely done. You'll see what a closer to finished booklet or book looks like if you look at my mother's.
To show that.
But like you could put something in here, for example. Then I have this medallion on top of this blue.
Oh yeah, and talk about how you're gonna use your book.
Oh yeah, I'm going to put pictures of my dog and my friends in here in a very like artistic kind of fun way, I guess. I haven't really thought it through yet, but and then if you open it, there's this flap here which has this pretty diamond. It's pastel green, dark green, and then pastel yellow. So this is very like soft, I guess, if you want to look at it like that.
Yeah.
And I wanted very angular edges, like blocky, nothing round. See how this is like nice and round? I wanted all my edges to be like sharp and I don't know, just
Right, so even when you cut the medallion on the other side of
yeah,
this,
everything's
yeah,
got an
crisp
angle
edges.
and a corner. So that is the inside of this fold.
I like it
cover.
with the flip, so you could put a photograph under here.
Yeah, and something
then, like,
there, and then
peekaboo.
maybe a photograph like there, and then like something here. And then moving on to the second part of the front cover, this is more like of an envelope, so you flip that open.
That looks so cool.
And like everything kind of crosses over, so I'll open the rest of the book for you to understand that a bit better. But this is like blue and red and yellow with like hints of green here. Very primary, very like in your face. And I feel like this would be a really cool like background to frame like one picture maybe. And then if you open it, you can actually see that the diamond extends to the next cover. So if there were pages there, you would just see a triangle, right? And then this folds down, and it's all the yellows and greens and reds, which is like, I don't know, I like the colors. They were like worked well together. Like over here, you see the greens, everything kind of ties into each other, right? And then finally, this little back cover fold is a pocket.
Oh, a little skinny pocket?
Yeah, it's a skinny pocket. So, like, you could stick things in here, like that. No big deal. And then the back is blue, because I just thought it was, like, if you look at it, like, with everything closed up, it's a nice blocks of different color, which I thought was very interesting. And then, like I showed you before, when I showed you the covers of the book, the back is yellow, red, and blue, which are like the primary colors. This is my book that I'm going to fill with memories of like my friends, my dogs. Yeah, it was really fun to make. It's definitely not that.
I can't wait to see it with the photographs.
I'm excited. I have to print those
Especially
out.
with your puppy.
Yeah, she's very photogenic.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, and then my mom's is over here.
So I taught Xara how to do these medallion cuts. That was kind of fun. And remember, hers was really
more blocky.
Had lots of straight lines in it. And I guess I was playing. I guess I was playing more with some curves. And I also wanted to keep my colors. When I was thinking about colors, I thought, let's just go warm. Mostly yellow, orange, red, like that. And then just now, before we started filming, just want to make sure I'm in the view, I started playing with juicing up, putting lots of stuff in. But the other day when I was making this with Xara, it was just big blocks of color. You can see this, yeah. And the back, so it's really, really plain. I guess, yeah, I like the idea of in-your-face color.
Yeah. I am my mother's daughter.
And it's interesting that as soon as you start putting little ornaments and ephemera into the book, it takes it from this, wow, this is solid color, to, well, actually it feels a little more delicate.
Busier and like more analogous.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry,
so mine also, like Xara's, was, you know, here's the center spine. And so it flips in and closes like that. So here, there was one of those flaps, like here. And so I cut it down, but then I extended, when I put the mats of color on, I extended it and made it much longer than the original. And that was so that I could put a little bit lower pocket in, and the flap would cover the opening enough. And in here, I've put one of my copies of my spray painted paper. which I really like. And then on the other side, it's just plain, so you can write as much as you would like. You could even put a photograph in there or something if you wanted to. And here I did...
Oh, your belly strips or whatever? What are
Yes,
they called?
belly bands.
Belly bands,
Right.
that was it, not strips.
So I put in one of my coloring pages, a little strip there. And then I thought, oh, I could put it in, glue it just at the top and bottom, and have little cards. And I haven't had a chance to do this yet, but I have a whole envelope full of little words, inspiring quotes, and that kind of stuff. So the first page was a pocket, and the second page is a double pocket. So there's a card there, a card there.
And is it glued here?
And it's glued in the middle, right?
Dang.
Yeah, if you knock against that.
Nice.
And then I used one of these, Ripple Echo Cut medallions, label medallions, as a pocket, and the cards are actually being sort of a lock on the flap of this envelope. And in the envelope, I have just some crazy paper, which is white on the back, so there's really, you could do a lot of writing here.
Yeah, no,
but
I kind of saw just no
coloring
paper.
and mess around. And then this is another coloring and writing card. Okay, and then this is really fun. Do you see all the little, this is a hand-painted paper that I cut to be a card for the journal, and you can see I there was paint on the paper, and then I pulled it off with a paper, and you get these little, I think they look like seaweed. So there's one card. That's just the watercolor paper on the back, and a red card with a little ribbon, and a coloring feather, because I keep doing that. And then here are my blocky colors. And I don't know yet what I will do with that. So there we are. Colors and places for memories and
Envelopes that became a very cool book.
yeah. It's I want to tell you that I got this idea of cutting open these big envelopes from Eva from Bohemian Crafting here on YouTube, and I'll link her below, and I'll try to actually link the specific video she did where she does this, and she's really does the most exquisite work with this. It looks so great. She does not use color in the way that Xara and I are doing, but not quite as in-your-face color as what
I think we've got very big personalities that are coming out in these
Yes, I guess so.
books.
So, we feel complete? Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to hold these this time?
Can I hold some of them?
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
So, can you think of any special blessing that would be fun to send out into the world?
It's midterm season in college.
Oh. So, shall we wish for people to be as bright and clear-headed as their world demands?
Yes.
How's that?
Yeah.
Okay. So we send off wishes for your natural brilliance and clear-headedness, and may it help you in the art world too, as well as any sort of more intellectual academic work.
pursuits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for spending time with Xara and Robinsunne,
Yay.
and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.